What happens when a fashion icon wears something so controversial that even the brand she's associated with doesn't want to claim it? Well, Meghan Markle just found out the hard way. Her outfit choice for the launch of With Love, Meghan had social media in flames, fashion critics sharpening their knives, and wait for it, Ralph Lauren subtly backing away like they'd never met her. It's the fashion scandal no one saw coming, and trust us, the details are juicy. Let's dive into how one outfit managed to spark a full-blown PR nightmare. Meghan, known for her effortlessly chic wardrobe, steps out for the highly anticipated launch of her new Netflix project. Cameras flash, the internet holds its breath, and then, boom, the outfit drops. And not in a good way. Social media exploded with reactions, and let's just say they weren't exactly kind. Instead of applause, she got memes. Instead of fashion praise, she got side eyes. The general consensus? What was she thinking? Ralph Lauren, a brand that practically screams timeless elegance, suddenly found itself unintentionally linked to Meghan's outfit debacle, and they wasted zero time distancing themselves. While they didn't outright call her out because, you know, diplomacy, they released a statement emphasizing their commitment to classic designs and timeless fashion. Translation: don't drag us into this mess. This isn't just about one bad fashion moment. Meghan Markle has been a style icon since stepping onto the royal stage. The moment she married Prince Harry, her wardrobe became a global obsession. The Meghan effect was real. Whatever she wore sold out within hours. Every designer wanted a piece of her. She was modern, elegant, and effortlessly cool. But with all that influence came expectation. Before her royal days, Meghan had a polished but accessible Hollywood style. Think sleek dresses, trendy coats, and perfectly styled casual wear. But post-wedding, her style had to balance royal protocol with modern trend, and for the most part, she nailed it. Ralph Lauren was one of the brands that benefited from this. Remember that iconic Wimbledon moment? Meghan in a crisp white Ralph Lauren shirt, effortlessly chic? Yeah, that sold out instantly. But here's the problem. Once you set a high fashion bar, you cannot afford a major misstep. And this outfit, it was a faceplant. The colors, the fit, the silhouette, it all clashed with the Meghan people expected. Instead of looking like the effortlessly elegant Duchess turned Hollywood power player, she looked off-brand. And in an industry where image is everything, that's a disaster. And let's be real, brands are brutal when it comes to protecting their image. Ralph Lauren has built its name on timeless preppy luxury, so when Meghan's outfit started trending for all the wrong reasons, they subtly but firmly made it clear we had nothing to do with that. The whole situation raises an interesting question. Can Meghan Markle still hold on to her status as a fashion icon, or has the magic worn off? One thing's for sure, next time she steps out, the world will be watching and judging. But let's take some time to look at Meghan's latest project. Overview of With Love Meghan. Meghan Markle's latest project, With Love Meghan, was supposed to be her big return to the spotlight. A lifestyle series dripping with elegance, organic food, and a whole lot of curated authenticity. The premise? Meghan invites viewers into her world of homemaking, sustainability, and self-care while mingling with a few handpicked guests. Think Martha Stewart, but make it royal. Well, ex-royal. Now, the buzz leading up to this show was huge. Fans expected Meghan to deliver something fresh, maybe even groundbreaking. But when the series finally dropped, the reaction was, let's just say, not quite the royal treatment. Critics didn't hold back. While some praised her attempt at wholesome content, others called the show painfully staged, with Meghan looking more like she was acting for the camera rather than genuinely connecting with her audience. A review from Screen Rant even pointed out that many of her guests seemed more like distant acquaintances than close friends, making the entire thing feel scripted rather than intimate. And then there's the numbers. Oh boy, the numbers. Rotten Tomatoes, 36% from critics. Audience score, an even rougher 18%. Ouch. It's safe to say, With Love, Meghan isn't exactly Netflix's biggest hit. Viewers complained that while the series was beautifully shot, it came across as an impossible fantasy rather than relatable lifestyle advice. But while the show itself raised eyebrows, what really sent the internet into a frenzy was Meghan's fashion choice at the launch. And that's where things got messy. The moment Meghan stepped out for the big debut, all eyes were on her. And let's just say, she made sure no one could look away. Her outfit? A vibrant, daring ensemble with bold colors, unconventional cuts, and just just enough of an "I'm here to make a statement" vibe. But instead of applause, the reaction was more of a collective "huh?" The look didn't exactly scream effortless elegance. It screamed, "What is happening here?" And as if things couldn't get any worse, enter Gwyneth Paltrow. The Goop Queen herself decided this was the perfect time to drop a casual, makeup-free, effortlessly cool cooking video on Instagram. Now, was it a direct jab at Meghan's overly polished presentation? Fans seem to think so. After all, Gwyneth's whole thing is about authentic wellness, and seeing her whip up a meal in a cozy, undone manner while Meghan was out here serving high-production Pinterest aesthetics, the timing was just too perfect. The internet loved the contrast, and suddenly, Meghan's show felt even more out of touch. At the end of the day, with love, Meghan was supposed to be her big, relatable comeback. Instead, it became the conversation starter for all the wrong reasons, from the lukewarm reviews to the very public fashion fail. This launch was not the triumph Meghan was likely hoping for. But hey, at least it gave us all something to talk about, right? Ralph Lauren's response. Now let's talk about the real tea. Ralph Lauren's response to the "With Love" Meghan outfit disaster. Because if you thought this was just another fashion choice gone wrong moment, think again. This turned into a full-blown brand drama with Ralph Lauren essentially pulling the fashion equivalent of "we don't know her." So let's rewind. Meghan Markle has worn Ralph Lauren before, successfully might I add. Remember Wimbledon 2018? That crisp blue and white striped shirt with wide leg white pants. Effortless, elegant, and very much in line with the brand's signature aesthetic. Meghan and Ralph Lauren had a history, a good one, but then came the "With Love" Meghan launch and, well, that history took a very unexpected turn. When Meghan stepped out in that now infamous outfit, fashion watchers had one question: who approved this? The look was bold, loud, and let's be real, not exactly what you'd associate with the polished, timeless elegance of Ralph Lauren, and the internet did not hold back. Within hours, social media was flooded with side-by-side comparisons of Meghan's outfit versus traditional Ralph Lauren pieces. It was like seeing a before and after where the after took a very confusing detour. Just days after the backlash began, Ralph Lauren released a message emphasizing its commitment to timeless fashion and classic design. Now let's break that down, because that wasn't just a generic fashion statement, that was code for, hey, just so we're clear, this is what Ralph Lauren stands for, and that outfit? Yeah, not our usual vibe. But here's where it gets even better. The brand never mentioned Meghan by name, not once. That's the kind of corporate distancing that makes PR teams proud. Instead of outright saying, "we don't claim this disaster," they subtly made it known that they would rather be associated with their signature understated luxury than a look that had the internet screaming, "fashion crime scene." But then came the real domino effect. Other designers who had been in Meghan's fashion orbit reportedly started reconsidering their strategy. One anonymous source from a luxury fashion house even told Grazia that while Meghan was still a big name, the "With Love" Meghan launch had raised some red flags about aligning too closely with her brand. Translation? No one wanted to be the next Ralph Lauren in this situation. One thing's for sure, this wasn't just about an outfit. It was about power, image, and the very tricky game of celebrity brand relationships. And in this round, Ralph Lauren played it flawlessly. Implications for celebrity brand collaborations. When it comes to celebrity endorsements, fashion brands are basically playing a high-stakes game of roulette. One good move, instant fame, skyrocketing sales, and the kind of clout money can't buy. One misstep, a PR nightmare splattered across every gossip site on the internet. And in the case of Meghan Markle and Ralph Lauren, it seems like we're watching a masterclass in how not to handle a celebrity brand relationship. Brands love celebrities until they don't. The second an endorsement starts bringing in controversy instead of cash, the brand will do a disappearing act faster than you can say brand alignment. That's exactly what happened when Meghan stepped out in that outfit during the launch of "With Love Meghan." The moment the photos hit the internet, Ralph Lauren wasted no time distancing itself from the whole thing. But why? Let's break it down. For a brand, attaching itself to a celebrity is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gives them access to millions of fans who will buy anything their idol wears. Think about how Michael Jordan and Nike built an empire with Air Jordans. People still camp outside stores for those sneakers. But on the other hand, if that celebrity stirs up controversy, the brand gets caught in the storm. Just ask Pepsi, which thought having Kendall Jenner hand a cop a soda during a protest was a good idea. The internet dragged that campaign straight to the grave. But here's where things get interesting. Celebrity endorsements do work. when done right. Rihanna and Fenty Beauty, game-changing. Beyonce and Ivy Park, a powerhouse. George Clooney and Nespresso, somehow that man made coffee look sexy. The difference? In each of these cases, the celebrity completely aligned with the brand's message. Rihanna's Fenty Beauty wasn't just about makeup, it was about inclusivity, something she's always championed. Ivy Park, Beyonce is the embodiment of power and athleticism. Even Clooney's smooth-talking, luxurious charm matched Nespresso's premium coffee image. Now compare that to Meghan and Ralph Lauren. Meghan has built an image around modernity, breaking traditions, and forging her own path. Ralph Lauren, on the other hand, is all about heritage, tradition, and not rocking the boat. It was never a match made in fashion heaven, and when the backlash hit, the brand wasted no time making that crystal clear. The lesson here? Celebrity brand collaborations only work when both sides actually make sense together. You can't just slap a famous face on a campaign and hope for the best. People see right through that. In today's social media-driven world, where every brand move is analyzed under a microscope, authenticity is everything. A celebrity can boost a brand, but if the fit isn't right, it can also sink it. And for Meghan, this might be a wake-up call. She's in a tricky spot. Her fashion choices have always made headlines, but now they're under even more scrutiny. Every move she makes, every brand she's linked to will be analyzed, critiqued, and debated. If she wants to keep her fashion icon status intact, she'll need to choose her partnerships very carefully moving forward. Meanwhile, Ralph Lauren will continue doing what it does best, playing it safe, sticking to its classic Americana aesthetic, and making sure that next time, their brand isn't caught in the middle of a media storm. Because in the world of fashion, reputation is everything, and once the wrong association is made, it's not just an outfit that's at stake, it's an entire brand legacy. So what do you think? Was this just a fashion faux pas, or did Meghan Markle's outfit choice strike a nerve in the fashion world? One thing's for sure, when a brand like Ralph Lauren subtly backs away, you know the controversy is real. Whether this was a statement gone wrong or just another case of the internet overreacting, Meghan once again finds herself at the center of a fashion firestorm. But will this affect her future collaborations with top designers? Will brands start thinking twice before dressing her? Only time will tell. Until then, let us know your thoughts in the comments.